You're talking to the wrestling t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, toy dealing, high wheel riding, dragonfly flying son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping these credit card bills down. Welcome to A Flair for Toys. It's that uncultured heathen. It's your boy Beef. Now we're here today, and I'm keeping in line with Black Hero does. He's either doing showcase or show off Sunday, whoop-de-woo, whatever, whichever you want to call it. So try to get something that maybe a lot of people don't have, show it off, let people know about it. This one, I'm sure some people have it, and they may even have it autographed too. I have not seen nobody on here yet, but I could have missed it, but I know people out there have it. It's not like it's that hard to get. But what we're going to show today, last week I showed the big gold belt with the autographs and all that. So we're keeping in the same lines of that. But this time, we're going to have the big gold belt. Even though it's a little gold, look a little gold with some dollar signs. Let me put this up here. We got the $1 million belt. Now this is a replica of what the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase wore back in the day. I'll get this flipped around. It got like the wannabe diamonds and stuff in here. But this thing is so big, I don't know who this was supposed to fit around the waist of. I don't know. It looked like it could almost fit around under the Giant's waist. This thing is huge. But I'm going to try to flip this around so you can see the autograph without messing it up too bad. But there's the autograph, Hall of Fame, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. We did meet him in Houston before we went to the Royal Rumble. I think it was 2020, something like that. But he was real cool. Talked to me for a few minutes, had people waiting. I kind of felt bad, but hey, man want to talk and tell me some stories. I'm going to listen, But, I really like this, and I will tell you one other little tidbit before I get off here. We're not going to take too long. But this one and the other gold belt that I showed last week, I did not purchase these because these are, they're not that expensive, but they usually run about $3.50 a piece, usually a little more than that. But when you can get them on a sale, you can usually get them for about that price. But I actually won these playing fantasy football. We used to have a league called Money in the Bank, and you'd get to pick the replica belt that you wanted and then get the rest cash. So I think I got this in like $200 cash or whatever. But same way with the other one. So I won that 2 years in a row, and then I lost the next one. So you can't win them all. But, anyway, that league's no longer in, but, maybe we bring it back one day. Maybe even I try to get, when it gets football season again, with a lot of you content creators on here, and maybe we get a little fantasy football league if anybody's interested in that. I'd maybe like to try to do that. So you can hit me up and we'll figure that out. We got a long way to go before we get there. But I love football. I love wrestling. I love a lot of things, all kinds of action figures, stuff like that. But I really do fantasy football, even though I did cut back a little this year. And I may cut back a little more, I'm not sure, because everything else I got going on. But at one time, I would do about 20 leagues, 15 leagues at the most. But this last year, I didn't, But that's for another story. We're kind of getting off base. But this was showcase or show off Sunday, and that's the $1 Million belt. And I may be leaving, but I'm still that uncultured heathen.